Now remember, as I was saying, some people use this deception. They say that you claim certain things about Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam which are not proven. When we present our arguments about Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, our dalail about Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they reject them and they say this is an insult of the tawheed of Allah Jalla wa ala, the oneness of Allah Jalla wa ala. And sometimes they use this deception. They will say, you claim this about awliya, certain miracles of awliya. When we mention, they say these are not proven for the Sahaba alayhim ridwan. These are not proven for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Therefore, we will not accept these miracles of these awliya. I'll give you some examples. And this is a great deception of these people. And from my personal experience, I know some young people who have left the path of Ahlus Sunnati wal Jama'ah because of this deception of these people. For instance, when we say, there's a narration in Bahjatul Asrar that Sayyidina Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani rahimahullah said that when I was in the deserts of Madain, I spent 1 year without eating anything. And the second year without drinking anything. And the third year I didn't eat or drink anything. This is a miracle of Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Jilani rahimahullah. We mentioned the miracles of many awliya who were blessed with food from the unseen. Allah Jalla wa ala gave them food from the unseen. When we mention these miracles, they say, but that's impossible. I can't accept this. Why? You're disrespecting Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. These are stories of these awliya. I don't accept these. If this was possible, that food can come from the heavens, rizq, sustenance can come from the heavens, then why is it that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had to tie stones around his stomach? This is not proven for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Brother, this is not proven for the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And you claim these miracles for Abdul Qadir? You claim these miracles for Sabir Ali Kaliya? You claim these miracles for Nizamuddin Awliya Mahbub Ilahi? It's impossible. This is not proven for Abu Bakr. This is not proven for Umar, Ridwanullahi ta'ala alayhim ajma'in. This is not proven for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You claim this about this awliya. Imagine how strong this deception is, how dangerous this deception is. You mentioned that fire could not burn the shoes of Sayyidina Khaja Mu'inuddin Chishti Ajmeri. Akhi, that's impossible. I'm trying to save your deen. This is not proven for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How can I accept this? You see, people leave the path of Ahlul Sunnah because of this deception of these deviants. We need to know the answers. When you claim miracles of the people of Allah, Sayyiduna Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani rahimahullah, he commanded the river Dijla, and the river obeyed the command of Sayyidina Abdul Qadir Jilani rahimahullah. When we say that awliya are blessed with the power of walking on water, they say, but Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu couldn't do this. He sent a group of Sahaba alayhim ridwan to a different place, to a different country. And then there was a fear of thunderstorm. He said to the Sahaba of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, I will not allow you to travel. Why? The fear of your death, the fear of you drowning. You claim these miracles, that these awliya had such power that the oceans would obey their commands. But if that's the case, Sayyidina Umar couldn't do that. Sayyidina Abu Bakr couldn't do that. It is proven from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is the approach that they use. And because we are not connected to our ulama, we do not approach our scholars to give clear answers regarding these issues. We have come across people who have left the path of Ahlul Sunnah because of these shubuhat of these deviants. It's not proven from Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Are you claiming that Abdul Qadir Jilani rahimahullah, he's greater than Abu Bakr? He's greater than Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? He's greater than Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu? He's greater than Sayyidina Uthman radiallahu ta'ala anhu? He's greater than Mawla Ali karramallahu wajhul kareem? Is that what you're claiming? This is an insult of the Sahaba alayhim ridwan. Remember, what's the answer to this objection? Understand the principle. If you claim a miracle for a non-Sahabi wali who is mafdul, the Sahabi is afdal. The Sahabi has a greater rank, he's afdal. A non-Sahabi is mafdul. He has a lower rank. He has a lesser maqam. The greater maqam is of the Sahabi. That's our creed. We believe if all the ibadat, if all the a'mal, if all the actions, all the deeds of all the non-Sahabis in the world were gathered and they were placed on one pan of the scale, and one Sahabi's one deed was placed on the other pan of the scale, that will overweigh the deeds of all non-Sahabis. That's what we believe in. This is a consensual matter. This is a mujma' alayh matter. There's an ijma' of the entire ummah. We all believe in this. But you accuse us of believing that these awliya are greater than Sahaba alayhim ridwan on the basis of what? A principle that you've made yourself. You've made it up yourself. Prove this principle, that if a miracle is proven for an Sahabi wali, and it is not apparently proven for a Sahabi, that means that we are claiming that wali is greater than the Sahabi. The mafdul becomes afdal. Is that proven from the Quran? Is that proven from the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam? No, you've made it up yourself. Remember, the karamat of the awliya, in reality, they prove the mu'jizat of the anbiya. A karama of a wali, a miracle of a wali, it proves the mu'jiza of his nabi. كل ما يمكن للولي كرامة يمكن لنبيه معجزة. And Ibn Taymiyyah also says this. Ibn Taymiyyah says, if something is proven for a wali, that miracle of the wali in reality is the manifestation of the miracle of his prophet. But the prophets of Allah, the awliya, they will never go against the wisdoms of Allah Jalla wa Ala. They have the power, but sometimes they do not show the power. Why? Because they will never show their powers against the wisdoms of Allah Jalla wa Ala. They will only show the miracles when Allah Jalla wa Ala orders them to show the miracles. With the permission of Allah Jalla wa Ala. Without the permission of Allah Jalla wa Ala, they will never show the miracles. We do not believe that the awliya Allah can show the miracles without the command of Allah. They will never go against the wisdoms of Allah Jalla wa Ala. Remember this principle. And the miracles of the awliya are in reality the mu'jizat of their prophets. First principle. When these people raise this question, tell them, prove this principle, this usul that you've concocted, you made it up yourself. If someone claims something for a wali who's not a sahabi, and that is not proven for the sahabi, then that means you're claiming that wali is greater than the sahabi. There is no principle like this. You will not find a single verse of the Quran, a single hadith of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. You've made it up yourself. Now let us ask them questions. There's a hadith in Sahih Bukhari. Hadith in Sahih Bukhari. Sayyiduna Khubayb radiyallahu ta'ala, a companion of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. He was imprisoned by non-Muslims. He was martyred by non-Muslims. Bint Haris says that I saw Khubayb, and Khubayb is the best of all prisoners that I have seen. This hadith is in Bukhari. Why is he the best of all prisoners? He says, Wallahi laqad wajadtuhu yawman ya'kulu min kitafi 'inabin fi yadihi. Bint Haris says, this is in Bukhari, Sahih Bukhari. He says, by Allah, I saw him in Makkah Mukarramah. He was imprisoned, he was chained, and in his hands he had a bunch of grapes. He was eating grapes at a time when there were no grapes in Makkah Mukarramah. There were no grapes in Makkah Mukarramah. He was blessed with this miracle from the unseen. Bint Haris says, Allah Jalla wa Ala blessed him with grapes. He was eating the grapes. The grapes were in his hands. Now ask them this question. Akhi, the Prophet had stones around his stomach. Prove this miracle for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, or reject this hadith of Sahih Bukhari. If someone says this is proven from Sahih Bukhari, this miracle of Khubayb radiyallahu ta'ala anhu, that it's not proven for Sayyidina Abu Bakr, then that means Sayyidina Abu Bakr is now mafdul and Khubayb becomes afdal. Alayazu billah. Because this is not proven for Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. This is not proven for Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. In this manner, that food came from the heavens, from the unseen, on the basis of this principle. This is a hadith of Sahih Bukhari. What's your answer? They have no answer. So is there a contradiction in the deen? No. The contradiction is in the concocted belief, the usul that they made of themselves. You're proving something for Abdul Qadir al-Jilani, it's not proven for Abu Bakr. That means that Abdul Qadir al-Jilani, according to you, is greater than Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. You've made this principle of yourself. It is not in the deen. Otherwise, what will happen? These miracles of the Sahaba alayhim ridwan, Sayyidina Khubayb radiyallahu ta'ala anhu is mafdul. Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala anhu is afdal. Sayyidina Umar radiyallahu ta'ala anhu is afdal. And apparently, there is no proof for this happening, this miracle manifesting in the time of Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. And apparently, this is not proven for Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam according to their understanding. So would that mean following this hadith of Bukhari makes us believe that Sayyidina Khubayb is greater than Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? Al-iyadhu billah. Man of Salwa, a special meal, Quran mentioned that, came for Bani Israel from the heavens. Did that happen to Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala? Did that happen for Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam in this manner? No. Does that mean that Bani Israel are greater than Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? No. Do you see? If you claim this, then you have to disbelieve in these verses of the Quran. When we say Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam can revive the dead, and we present some ahadith, they say these are hadiths are da'if. We don't accept these ahadith. They don't believe in those ahadith. We say Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam could revive the dead. They say these are fabricated, or some they say these are weak narrations. They do not believe that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam could revive dead people. That's their belief. Yes? We ask them. The Quran mentions about Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam in Surah Al-Imran, وَأُبْرِئُ الْأَكْمَهَ وَالْأَبْرَصَ وَأُحْيِي الْمَوْتَ بِإِذْنِ اللَّهِ. Sayyidina Isa alayhi salam says that I revive the dead with the hukm of Allah Jalla wa Ala. We believe that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam can revive the dead. But you believe the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam cannot revive dead people, cannot give life to dead people. Does that mean, according to you, Sayyidina Isa is greater than Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam? Just because a miracle is proven for a mafdul, but not proven for the afdal, apparently. We believe it's proven. Yes? In Al-Bidayah wa Nihaya, this narration is mentioned about Zayd bin Kharija, a Sahabi of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. After he passed away, he came back to life again. He woke up, he opened his eyes. After death, he opened his eyes. He started to talk to people. Ibn Kathir says, this hadith has a sound chain of narration. It is a sahih hadith. It is a sahih hadith. That Zayd bin Kharija radiallahu ta'ala anhu, after tasting death, he came back to life. Is this proven for Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhu? Is this proven for Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu? After tasting death, Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu came back to life again? No. It's not proven apparently. Does that mean that Zayd bin Kharija is greater than Sayyidina Abu Bakr? Does that mean this Sahabi is greater than Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu? Does that mean he's greater than Uthman radiallahu ta'ala anhu? Does that mean that he's greater than Ali karramallahu wajhal kareem? No. So what's the problem? The problem is with your claim that if a wilaya, a wali's karama is proven for the wali, and it's not proven apparently for the Sahabi, then you are claiming that wali is greater than a Sahabi. This is made up. This has no proof in the Quran. It has no proof in the Sunnah of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Ibn Kathir mentions this in Al-Bidayah wa Nihaya, and in the Hilya of Abu Nu'aym al-Asfahani, the Tabi'i Sayyiduna Abu Muslim Khawlani, whose name was Abdullah bin Thawb radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. Al-Aswad al-Ansi. Al-Aswad al-Ansi, who was he? A false claimant of prophethood. He claimed to be a prophet. He invited Abu Muslim Khawlani, the Tabi'i. He's not a Sahabi, he's a Tabi'i. He invited him. He said, testify that I am a messenger. Believe in my messengership, in my prophethood. Sayyidina Abu Muslim Khawlani radiallahu ta'ala said, I will not testify that you are a prophet of Allah. I believe Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is the final prophet. He ordered his people to ignite fire, and he threw him into the fire. The fire did not harm him. The fire could not burn him. The fire could not burn Abu Muslim Khawlani radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Then what happened? His advisors told him to banish him, to kick him out of the place. Why? If he lives in your city, then he will be a great fitna for you. Abu Muslim Khawlani radiallahu ta'ala anhu then went to Medina Munawwara. When he went to Medina Munawwara, Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu saw Sayyidina Abu Muslim Khawlani radiallahu ta'ala anhu. He kissed his forehead. He kissed his forehead. He had tears in his eyes. He made him sit between Umar and Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anhuma. And then Sayyidina Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu said, praise be to Allah who has blessed me with a long life, so that I was able to see that man who was blessed with the miracle of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Who was blessed with the miracle of who? Ibrahim alayhi salam, the Prophet of Allah Jalla wa Ala. Tell me, brothers, Do we have any proof of such a miracle for Sayyidina Abu Bakr radiallahu ta'ala? Does that mean that we are claiming that the tabi'i is greater than the sahabi? He is a tabi'i. But we do not have clear dalil of such a miracle for Sayyidina Abu Bakr, Sayyidina Umar, Sayyidina Uthman, Sayyidina Ali. Take note of these examples that I'm presenting. Because I know people who have insulted Imam Ahmad Riza rahimahullah based on these examples, these shubahat of these people. Ask the people of knowledge. They will give you answers. I hope you can remember these are hadith, sahih hadith, miracles of the awliya, miracles of non-sahaba, which are proven for non-sahaba, but not apparently proven for the sahaba alayhim wa ridwan. And they all believe in them. But they only have a problem with Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani rahimahullah. They have a problem with Sayyidina Shaykh Mu'aynuddin Chishti Ajmeri. They have a problem with Shaykh Shihabuddin Sohrawardi. They accept all of these for the enemies of Allah. For shayateen, for jinnat, for magicians, for sorcerers, for Dajjal, they will accept everything. But they only have a problem with Shaykh Abdul Qadir Jilani rahimahullah. Take note of these examples that I have presented. And the problem they have, they will say, but there's the problem with this is, when you believe in this, you're actually insulting the miracles of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So when you establish something, when you prove something for the awliya, they say you're proving it for the awliya, but this is an insult of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Not realizing that the miracles of the awliya are clear evidences for the miracles of the prophets. And the miracles of the prophets are proofs for the qudra of Allah Jalla wa ala. So the karama is a proof for the mu'jiza, and the mu'jiza is a proof for the qudra of Allah Jalla wa ala. It doesn't affect the belief of Tawheed. They give this impression that this will displease Allah Jalla wa ala. It will make Allah angry if you praise Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. It will make Allah Jalla wa ala angry if you praise Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam in this manner. That's the impression they give. I want to save your iman. You're committing shirk. You're associating partners with Allah Jalla wa ala. When Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself said in the hadith of Sahih Bukhari, "Inni wallahi ma akhafu alaykum an tushriku ba'di, walakin akhafu alaykum an tatanafasu fiha." O members of my nation, by Allah, I do not fear shirk from you. This ummah is not a ummah of shirk. This is a ummah of tawheed. This is a ummah of tawheed. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam took a qasam upon Allah, and this hadith you will find it in 5 places in Sahih Bukhari. Inni wallahi ma akhafu alaykum an tushriku ba'di. By Allah, O members of my nation, I do not fear shirk from you. What I fear from you is the love of dunya. You will compete with each other in achieving dunya. And who takes the love of dunya out of your heart? It's the Sufis. It's the Sufiya. The greatest goal of the people of Allah, of Sufiya, is to take the love of dunya out of your hearts. So the platform that takes the love of dunya out of your heart, they are saying, leave those people. Leave those people. If you gain their nearness, you will end up committing shirk. Alayyazu billah. Do you see the deception? The people who will take the love of dunya out of your heart, the company of awliya, they will say, this will make you a mushriq. Whereas Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, by Allah, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam takes a qasam upon Allah Jalla wa ala. He takes a qasam. Shirk is not the problem of this ummah. This ummah doesn't commit shirk. By Allah, O members of my nation, if someone says to you tomorrow, brother, I fear that you will end up committing shirk. Brother, I have no worldly benefit. I'm trying to save you from the fire of hell. I'm trying to save you from Jahannam, akhi. I have no benefit, no apparent worldly benefit. Brother, I have this fear that you end up committing shirk. Say to this person, who are you to me? Tu mera lagta kya hai bhai? वो जो लगते हैं वो कहते हैं खुदा की कसम तुम शिरक नहीं कर सकते, तू मेरा क्या लगता है, तेरी क्यों मानूं, उनकी मानूं या तेरी मानूं? वो जो लगते हैं, वो जो प्यार करते हैं, मोहब्बत करते हैं, वो कहते हैं तुम शिरक नहीं कर. And what is it that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam fears from this ummah? The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, إنما أتخوف عليكم رجل قرأ القرآن حتى إذا رؤيت بهجته عليه. The Prophet ﷺ said, a man who recites the Quran, and there will come a time that the light, the blessings of the Quran will be seen on his face. And then there will come a time when he will leave behind the teachings of the Quran. He will be a reciter of the Quran. But after some time, what will happen? He will leave behind the teachings of the Quran. And then what will he do? وَسَعَى عَلَى جَارِهِ بِالسَّيْفِ وَرَمَاهُ بِالشِّرْكِ. وَرَمَاهُ بِالشِّرْكِ. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, I do not fear that you will commit shirk, but what I fear is a man who will recite the Quran, but there will come a time when he will have a sword in his hand and he will attack his neighbor and he will do rami of shirk. He will say, brother, you're committing shirk. Akhi, you're committing shirk. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam doesn't fear shirk from the ummah. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam fears that you members of my nation will start accusing others of committing shirk. Sayyidina Hudhayfa, he did a great favor upon this ummah. He asked Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he said, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, is that your fear? That people will start accusing others of committing shirk? Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, ayyuhuma awla bishirk? Ar-rami amil marmi? Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, these two people, one who is accusing others of shirk and the other who is being accused of shirk, Ya Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, who will be closer to shirk? From the two, who will be closer to shirk? The one who is accusing others of shirk or the one who is being accused of committing shirk? The Prophet ﷺ said, Balirami, that the one who is being accused of shirk has nothing to do with shirk, and the one who is accusing others of shirk, in reality he will be committing shirk. This is explained by Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. Today, do we accuse people of shirk? We don't accuse people of shirk. They call us mushrikun. They call us mushrikun. On the basis of what? Brother, you're insulting Allah. You believe that the Prophet ﷺ has the knowledge of the unseen. You believe Rasulullah ﷺ has this power. You're insulting Allah. Allahu Akbar. Tell me, brothers, who created Rasulullah ﷺ? Allahu Jalla wa ala. Allah created Rasulullah ﷺ. If you praise the creation of Allah and you believe that the creation of Allah is dependent upon Allah Jalla wa ala, praising that creation, wouldn't that please Allah Jalla wa ala, the creator? If I write a book and Miss Baisab stands up in this gathering here, holds a mic and he starts talking about the book. This book is a great work. He starts praising the book. And suddenly a follower of Kanzul Huda, he stands up and he says, I'm a murid of Saqib Shaami. I've been sitting here listening to your nonsense for such a long time. You have not said a single word about my Shaykh. You didn't praise my Shaykh. What would you say to that person? Isn't that stupidity? The man is praising the book written by your Shaykh. Praising the book is praising the author. Isn't it stupidity to say that you're talking about the book, but you're not saying anything about the author? Praising the book is praising the author. Praising Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, the creation, is praising Allah Jalla wa ala. It's praising Allah Jalla wa ala. So how can you say that this will displease Allah Jalla wa ala? This will make Allah angry. This is against Tawheed. We believe that Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam is dependent upon Allah Jalla wa ala. Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam cannot do anything without the hukum of Allah Jalla wa ala.
أنت عند الحاضرين أنت هاد وصفي يا حبيبي يا محمد يا نبي سلام عليك يا رسول سلام عليك يا حبيب سلام عليك